Went to Perks. That's my main spot right there. Perks. Perk is a good friend of mine, still alive to this day. And there's a guy named Gene, and he was handing out these T-shirts. He got to know me. I didn't know him, but we got to meet that night. Somebody introduced us, and he said, "Yo, I'm starting Death Row East." Excuse me. And so, at the same time, you got this whole East Coast, West Coast thing that had been going on, right? But that wasn't part of my thing. I'm Westchester, I'm making money, and that's where my head was at. He gave me a T-shirt, and he said, "Would you promote me?" And I'm sure. I put it on. I put the T-shirt on, not thinking that possibly could trigger somebody and that I could possibly be a target. But it was in bold letters, Death Row East. Mm-hmm. So I wore that, and now we're going downtown to Red Alert's event. Red Alert was having an event at a club called Downtime. It was in the 20s. It was in 20s, like 21st, 22nd, 23rd Street. That's where all the clubs were anyway. Yeah. In fact, that Funhouse at one point was down on like 25th Street. There was Roxy and Roseland. Roseland's up in the 40s, but Roxy was down there. So anyway, long story short, we go to a club called Downtime. The place, the street wasn't mobbed and people were online to go in the club, but there was a parking space across the street. You'd never imagine there's a parking space right across the street because every space was taken. I was driving in a Zuzu Trooper at the time.
That was the car of that time.
It was like a horse.
Yeah.
I pulled in, a stick shift by the way, I pulled into the parking space, and me, Lance, and Rico, Lance was my security, Rico was an intern. And we go into the club, you know how they do, they let you through, you don't have to stand online because you this, that, and the third. And I go in the club and I'm meeting people saying hi, getting my shout out on the loudspeaker, and we meet with Red Alert, boom, boom. I got some magazines with me, the whole nine. Got the Death Row East shirt on. We leave the club an hour later. Now there's a sea of people in the street, cars, music. They can't get in the club, so they're gonna have a party outside.
Yeah.
That's how we do. I'm going to my Jeep. I've had my parties for the night. In fact, I'm probably ready to turn in. So I go to the truck. Lance gets in the passenger seat. I'm in the driver's seat. Rico's in the back. Puff pulls up. I remember it well. I had my window down. Puff pulls up to the back window. He said, "What's up?" to Rico. Rico's like, "What's up?" Rico's a fan. Mm-hmm. If Puff said, "Yo, Rico, come jump in my car," Rico would have done it. He was no way in solidarity with me. We knew that night. We didn't know before then, but we knew that night. Then Puff pulls up a little more. And by the way, he was in passenger seat. He had a bodyguard or security driving. It was a coupe. It was Lance said it was gold. I said it was some lighter color, maybe platinum or something. But that wasn't where my head was at. So Puff pulls up, or they pull up, and they ask. Lance is, again, beside me, and Puff says, "What's up?" And Lance is like, "What's up?" And then he says to me, "What's up, bitch?" And, okay, bruh, keep your drama. Everybody know you got drama. Keep your drama over there. My business, you mind yours. You go ahead. Now, mind you, that was the de-escalation that I should have stayed with, because I will take some fault in what transpired after, right? But remember, I'm young, we got adrenaline, we got egos, but I was of the mindset that I said, "Yo, keep your drama over there." He said, "Nah, man, you a bitch," like that. So remember, I had a Death Row East, he had the thing with Suge, so that could have triggered him. I most likely did trigger him, thinking that I was now down with Death Row, and it was nothing like that. And so, all right, I look at Lance, and Lance, he's my boy. I feel like he gave me like, "What you gonna do?" And I'm like, "All right, well, Puff, if you think I'm a bitch, let's get out the vehicle. Let's handle it like men." And Rob, I'm not no punk, you know what I mean? Been in the Marine Corps. we used to fight in the Marine Corps. They used to make us fight. But before we were in the Marine Corps, I had Staff Sergeant Pimentel from the Bronx taught me to box. And he used to put me up against other what they call poolies, people that are about to go into the service. So I mean, and then fucking with guns and taking apart M16s and putting them back together. I mean, like, they rough your ass up in the Marine Corps. You know what I mean? So I was on that gung ho. I was like, come on, let's go. But I took that energy and put it into business. He kind of pulled it out of me because nobody's rolling up on me calling me bitch. You know what I mean? And so they backed the car up, and to let me out of the parking space. I felt that they wanted the parking space and it was done with. That's where I thought it was. But when we got to the red light, Lance is like, yo, they behind us. And I'm like, okay, so maybe they for real with this, So we turn the corner. Before you know it, we're on Herald Square where the Macy's Day Parade takes place. Like, literally right there. The place is brightly lit. And his car jerks over in front of me so that I had to pull on an island. And the island is, a little cup, not even a foot off the ground, just a half a foot or whatever. And so, but I got the Jeep, so I pulled over, whatever. I didn't want to crash this sports car, obviously expensive sports car. So it's about to go down. I jump out the car, Lance jump out the car, and before you know, we realize there's 4 other cars behind Diddy that are with him, mob deep. So in my mind, this was not no one-on-one no more at all. This was about to be a stomp out because all of those was dick suckers as far as I'm concerned. And they'll probably tell you today, yeah, we were running behind Diddy. They probably would. I don't know who they were. It didn't matter to me. My thing was like him and me, maybe we're going to have a fight in the middle of the street. I don't know. But we heard pop, pop. And Lance is like, gun. And before you know it, I'm jumping back in the truck. Lance is in the truck. This is like a lot of adrenaline at this time. I jump over the island, the other side. Now I got 4 or 5 cars after me. Now I'm going through red lights. I go down, I make a left turn. I'm going down a one-way. There's cars. I'm on the sidewalk. I'm leaping over the curb. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, they shooting and they chasing me. So there's a point when I went through 7th Avenue in near Times Square, went through the red light, oncoming traffic, and left them behind. And I can actually feel some of this energy right now, what I was going through. You know what I mean? It's like, I haven't relived this. I haven't talked about this since now.
No.
You know what I mean?
You want to take a break?
Yeah, it's cool.
Let's take a break, man. We're going to take a break, ladies and gentlemen. Damn, you had me in the moment. I'm like, yo, I jumped over the island. I'm like, huh? Storage? Yeah, not now. Okay, damn. You want to get some water, get some air? You want to come out here and get some air?